Let me send this. Um, um, I know there's no sound, bro. I'm talking to Adrian. We're off mic. Don't worry. It's like an old golf club or something. That's right. Joe, what's up, bro? Wait, what's your story for today? Is Elsa playing? Oh, cool. Where? Oh, so they're going to play Diablo again. Hello, folks. Sorry, I'm just getting locked in here. Just pulling in. Here with Adrian, who you might remember from last week, told us the uterus story. She's back here again. Their team just played Stanford. We're playing Diablo. And our 16Us just played Diablo, and they're playing up, thankfully. So we should have Elsa, Sam. Is Tater Tot here? Yeah. And Tater Tot's here. I should send the link to... Oh, do you want the link? Okay, let me send... Okay, sorry folks. I am trying to get locked in here. I just pulled up. We walked a few laps around the track. I got a London Fog from Coffee Roastery. Yeah, Uncle Kevin, if you could GoPro Loretta's game this afternoon, that would be great because I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it. Oh, Hannah Banana's dad's on, Thad. Hey, Thad. Yeah, Uncle Kevin, if you could do that, because the other one, I'm not going to be able to watch the UCSB live stream. My brother was able to go watch the UCSB game yesterday at UC San Diego, so that's fun. I got people supporting Loretta, and we're here supporting Holly. Anyway, welcome to the Frozen Cup. This is a high school girls tournament. All of the Boys and non-high school girls are down in LA at a tournament called Cap 7. And the reason, fun fact, we do not have high school girls play in Cap 7 is because the high school girls in Southern California are in season now. They play in the winter, which is kind of weird. It's like soccer. That's why there is no state championship for girls water polo. Hashtag sexist. So what that means is there's a sort of a Northern California tournament. We call it the Frozen Cup. And it's a real sign of growing up. When your daughters stop playing Cap 7, you age up and you're down here and you know life's really moving quickly. Because those are fun trips when they're really young down at Cap 7 down in Southern California. But we will be down in Southern California, I think, in a few weeks at those tournaments. All right, our girls are getting ready to play. Let's see what Diablo has. Diablo is a powerful team. We beat them last time at Acalanes on a really hot, bright day. I don't know if you all remember that. Go back and watch my live stream. It was the end of the day. I think Diablo had played 3 games and we were more fresh, so we won that game. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. If we win, we're going to play at 9 and noon, guaranteed. If we win both those games, we're done. Out for the day. Probably go get some pho in downtown Lafayette. If we lose either of those games, we're playing tonight. So that means we're going to have like 4 hours to kill. So for me, it's just a matter of, and I think Hannah Banana is going to be with us. So I'm going to need to figure out what to do with them for 4 hours. My guess is I'm going to be pushing the Bay Club. They may be pushing downtown Walnut Creek, Brandy Melville. Not sure, but let's get the action started. Shout out. So I see Holly is sprinting over there. We're getting ready for the action. SHAQ versus Diablo. Game starting. Holly Hovey sprinting. And SHAQ wins the sprint. They're on offense. She clears it over to Kelly Kurtzig, to Sylvie. Sylvie gives it to Hannah Banana. Sorry, they have different numbers here. That's Josephine, who's got this ball in set, and a powerful shot there by Kelly Kurtzig, the Marin Academy Wildcat. Strong play in set, 2 girls on her. She just keeps the ball above water and throws it in, and SHAQ's up 1-0. So quick goal. So we execute on winning. Here's Diablo, pops the ball in the play. Ordinary foul. Sophie is yelling at Kelly Kurtzig. This girl has a clear shot right here. And that's a huge block by Bear, and she's going to get the rebound. And that's a ball under. Huge block by Bear right there. Bear has a compression thing on her arm, and you hear Bear's dad give the guttural ooh, knowing he's proud of his daughter. And there's a 5-meter. Wow, so fast action, huge defensive stand on SHAQ. Sophie's calling in Holly Hovey for the assignment for the 5 meters. Holly had scrambled eggs and a Barton bagel on the way over. She's waiting for the whistle. Ref's making sure everyone's lined up the right way. Here's Holly coming up, and she gets a bar down goal. Skip shot, bar down, south. So SHAQ is up 2-0. Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
Just doing the live stream. That was Liz, Adrian's daughter. Oh, here's a girl with a beautiful backhand. They feed it in the set and does a backhand, kind of unstoppable. So the Diablo cuts the score in half. It's 2-1, SHAQ. Here's Sylvie Fine bringing it up. Sylvie gives it to Josephine. Back to Josephine. Passes it all the way over to Hannah Banana. Hannah has it. Hannah gives it back to Holly. Holly tries to thread the needle between some field players, and it's blocked. And Diablo is now looking for an equalizer, and we steal the ball. And now we're on a fast break. Great steal by Julia. This could be a one-on-one. No, Diablo comes back. Covers on the counter on the fast break. She passes it in, and there's a nice try by Hannah Banana and set. And we do not capitalize on that turnover. So now we're coming back on defense, and we get a kick out. We get our first kick out. That is, let's see who it is.
I'm leaving, but I want to
Sarah.
say
Hello.
quick hug.
Sorry about the Redwood loss last night. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
I'm just saying. Redwood had a huge game with, what a shot with the equalizer for, I think that girl number 2 has both their goals. Diablo just gets the equalizer. It's 2-2. The fast offense has kind of been tempered a little bit here. Diablo's found some steam, and we are all playing for our afternoon here. Whoever loses has an afternoon game really late. Here's Sylvie. Miss pass, wasting time. Holly's going over to get it. Holly's looking in. Kelly Kurtzig has space. Kelly Kurtzig's alone. They close in on her. They were watching it. Holly's getting fouled. She shoots it and wide right. Goalie stays away from it. It's a turnover, and now we're on a counter. Let's see what we do. Diablo's in good shape. You can tell they're really strong on the counters. They pass it all the way over to Week, but it's deflected nicely. And that's Sophia UT, whose dad is also live streaming. I don't think with commentary though, but with a better camera. So you're welcome to look at that later. Here's Bear. Gives it to Holly. Holly gives it to Sophia. Or Sophie, sorry. Over to Hannah, over to Holly. Holly feeds it into Kelly Kurtzig, who fights for it and pops it in for, that was on the side. Joe, that did not go in, right? Nice play, didn't go in. And this is a long pass. Bear saying she'll take her. She wants Holly to guard the weak. There's a pass all the way that's intercepted. And they maintain possession. Diablo does. Oh, she's going to get kicked out. A mental mistake there by Julia. She didn't let the girl put it back into play, and now they turn a 6-on-5 into a goal. Unfortunate little miscue right there. When you're underwater and you hear it's a turnover, she didn't let her put it back into play, draws the kick out. Diablo now gets the lead, and in the last, I'd say 4 minutes, it has been all Diablo on offense. So SHAQ's gonna need to desperately lock in here. Here's Kelly Kurtzig. Over to Sylvie. I can't get this. There's Kelly. Kurtzig in. She's going to find it, and she gets a 5-meter. Kelly has drawn 2 5-meters, folks. She has just been attracting so much attention in set. 3 girls on her, keeps the ball above water, draws the 5-meter, hands off the assignment to Holly Hovey. Holly says, I'll finish this off, or try to finish it off. And now let's see if Holly can get the equalizer. Which way does she want to go? Right, left, bar down, skip shot? There's so many choices. Here she goes. She's drawn in, and she decides to do a right bar bounce around with the equalizer. 3-3 with 3 minutes left in the first period. It's nothing but threes. Kelly Kurtzig has 1 goal. Kelly Kurtzig has drawn 2 5-meters, and Holly has 2 goals from those 5 meters. Now let's see if our girls can get some energy back after that good play. We got girls covered everywhere. There's a big driver. Their number 3's driving. Hannah Banana's guarding her. Bear blocks it. Now we have 2-on-1 on counter. Bear's looking for someone to feed it to. She feeds it to Holly. Beautiful pass. And she, gets a ball under. It was a beautiful pass. Diablo recovered nicely. And that shows you how quickly things turn in water polo. You go from a huge block, beautiful pass, and there's just a goal, just like that. I'm not hearing any cheers from any Diablo parents. So I wonder if their Diablo parents are even here. Joe, have you heard a single cheer when they score? Diablo is hosting, so they may be over doing concessions and working the front. It's an unusual thing to see them score and hear no cheers. But that's it. They get the go-ahead. It's 4-3, and we need the answer. Holly's bringing the ball up. Kelly Kurtzig's in the middle. She's guarded. She's singled. Holly passes it over to Julia. Julia hook shots it over, and and the ball's stolen. And Holly's going to be careful to not get kicked out here. And now we have a fast break, and we steal it. So there's a little sloppy Joe going on both sides. Hello. I see Kat in front of me. And there's a pass over. It's Holly drawing the ordinary foul. Holly's looking for someone to pass it to. There's no one. Everyone's covered. Now she's being covered, so she has a pressure pass. 8 seconds left. She draws another one. She passes it and dumps it. Holly just dumps it. So Diablo is making adjustments, not letting us get much, if any, offense in set. So we're going to have a lot of work to do between periods. They pass it down. Hannah Banana's got her hand way up. And there's another cross pass. Diablo's up 5-3. They're loving this shot from their weak and just a cross angle pass into the corner. They're really taking advantage of that. So we're going to have to make an adjustment here. So it's 3-5, 1:13 left in the first period. Lots of goals, high-scoring game. There's Holly giving it to Kelly, giving it to Hannah Banana. Hannah Banana feeds it into Sylvie. And Sylvie, does a nice shot. And she was gold. I'm sorry, that was not Sylvie. That was Tater Tot, I think. I think we got some of the 16U girls in here right now who just played a game against Diablo. Diablo passes it all the way over to Week, and there's a offsides. That was a nice offense, but it was offside. She was in the middle of the red cone before the ball was there. So the goal does not count. She passes it down to Hannah Banana. Hannah, shot high, turnover. Diablo's looking to bring it down. 30 seconds left in the game, 24 in the shot clock. It's just a few seconds difference. They feed it in. I see all the 16U girls in, and we get a turnover. And we're not finishing the ball, and there's a 5-meter. Folks, I don't want to be critical, but on that one, but sometimes don't play for the whistle. Our girls were sitting there thinking there was a whistle or a turnover about to come. The refs were letting them play, and Diablo, to their credit, did not stop playing. And they get the ball back, pass it in, and draw the 5-meter, and they execute on it. And I don't know what happened there. Joe, what happened right there? She shot too soon? Oh, she maybe double pumped. It was a double pump shot. It has to be one motion. Trying to figure out what's going on. The ref is trying to call it clean. So she double pumped. It didn't count. We're back into action right away, but then the ref calls a timeout, maybe to put the right amount of time on the clock. The ref has an incredibly white outfit, and they have to have these white pants, white jacket, white hat, white shoes. I wonder what people think at Nordstrom when you go in there and you buy all white if you don't know anything about water polo. You must be like, what's this guy doing? Okay, Holly has the ball, 9 seconds left. Whoa, she's gonna get. So the ref's trying to say she can pop it in. She pops it in over to Tater Tot. Tater Tot back to Julia. Julia draws the orange so she can shoot. She gives it to Holly, and that's the end of the quarter. So kind of a interesting end. The last 9 seconds of that period were a little confusing. And we come out of it just barely behind. We started really strong, 2-0, and then really couldn't find our footing there for the middle of that, the middle 4 minutes of that. So I'm going to see what does our coach to react and adjust, because we need to make some adjustments. A lot of weapons to play with, especially with the 16U girls there. Tater Tot, Elsa, Sam. And then, of course, we have all the 18U girls. So she'll probably put the 18U girls in. She doesn't want to drain the 16U girls too much because they have 2 or 3 games today too. So they got to consider that. Just adjusting my GoPro there. We're back in action. I see Hannah Banana near screen. Then I think that's Sam. And let's see who's sprinting. Joe, who's sprinting? Was that Elsa? Elsa with the sprint. Elsa, by the way, is also a competitive swimmer. She's been going to swim meets, so you know she's fast. There's Sam passing it to Hannah Banana. Hannah, they didn't draw the foul. They're not letting up on her. Hannah Banana's being told to do a hook shot to Holly. Holly draws the ordinary foul. She can shoot, but I don't think she will. Well, there's 4 seconds left, so she feeds it in nicely to Tater Tot, and these refs are not calling anything, Joe. They're calling it clean here. And now we're back on counter. The refs are letting them play. And that girl's on her back. She's going to get a 5-meter. Sam was on their girl's back, and that's going to draw a 5-meter every day of the week. Probably just a little too much pressure on her. She wasn't hands up straight in the air. And so now Bear's got some more work to do for another 5-meter. And she gets a skip shot, and that time they execute on it. And again, no cheering at all on any Diablo goal, even from their bench. So they double the score. It's 6-3. We know we have it in us. We're going to have to find something. We can't let them get too far ahead. Here's Sylvie. Sylvie gives it to Julia. Julia gives it to Holly. Holly's got 2 girls on her, which leaves open Sylvie. Let's see what Sylvie wants to do. Tater Tot's fighting for position. She's being singled. There's Elsa, number 14, over to Hannah Banana. Hannah Banana gets the ordinary foul. She can't shoot from there. Let's see if we have someone. Here's Tater Tot. Tater Tot catching fire and just didn't have enough power on it. Tater Tot fought for that position. Nice pass by Hannah. Weren't able to execute on it. And now we're back on counter. This girl's open, and that's just a missed pass, and that's out of bounds. And now we're back, and this girl should get kicked out for even touching the ball. But I guess the refs aren't calling a lot of fouls today. You really should not touch the ball if the whistle's blown and it's a turnover. Here's Holly. Holly finds Hannah Banana. Hannah's looking for someone right away in the middle. She's got Julia all the way over. Here's handing it to Holly. Holly's got it. Holly's got it. And Holly's trying to get a... And Holly just tries to... We got a rebound. There's a Hannah Banana rebound. Holly gets the shot. It's easily blocked by the goalie, but it's a rebound. Hannah kept driving. High water polo IQ to know there's a possibility for it, and she gets what I sometimes call a garbage goal, and I don't mean garbage like in a way that's mean about the goal, but it's just cleaning it up. There's a rebound. The goalie is still kind of in shock from the block, doesn't know where it is, and Hannah cleans it up. So that is a huge goal for us, 4-6. Let's hopefully Diablo doesn't answer. They feed it in, and it's a far pass, goes over her shoulder, and we're now on counter. Let's see if we have anyone up there. I see Tater, I see Elsa, going over to Holly. Holly feeds it in. Oh, that's a nice goal. Whose goal was that? I think that was a Holly to Tater Tot. Honestly, you want to give the assist to Bear there, that pass. Go back and watch that later. She fed that ball perfectly. That's one of her superpowers, threading the needle. What's that? That was Holly's goal? Oh, the goal was given to Holly, so Holly will take that. This girl's powerful. I mean, their number 2 is really strong. If you give her that much space without any hands in front of her, that's going to be a real tough one, and they answer. It's 5-7. Now, we've had some bursts of energy, though. It's only 2 goals behind. We get a goal here. It's a 1-goal thing. It's a whole new game. So this game is not over by any means. Here's Holly. Tater Tot's driving. Hannah Banana's driving. Double post set. Pass over to Elsa. Elsa to Tater Tot. Tater Tot does a quick hook shot, and it's blocked. 2 girls are on Tater Tot. I know Tater Tot's brothers are down at Cap 7. One of them's in the tournament. This girl's being left alone. Feed it to number 2, who catches and fires. It goes off. Diablo gets the rebound. It's a fight for it. She tries to swat Elsa away. She pops it. She's looking for someone to pass it to. She passes it in, and that's a fight. Oh, I thought that was going to be a 5-meter, honestly, but great defense on Julia. Bear pops it in the play. See if we're driving. We don't have anyone really ahead on counter. We don't have an advantage, so we're just going to set it up. Here's Tater Tot. Tater Tot passes it into danger, and it's a ball under. Elsa honestly, there was 3 girls on her, and now we have a fast break on Diablo's part. They pass it down. There's a pass all the way over to Week. Sylvie goes over. Folks, that is textbook water polo. You get a block. The other team sprints on counter. You have 3 people all sprinting, 1 in the middle, 2 on each side, and there's going to be a goal left open on Week. And just like that, they have a 3-goal lead again. So we really need to answer here. Tater Tot passes it. This is Sylvie. Sylvie passes it to Julia. Julia's looking for the foul. She's not getting it. She passes it back. Holly sees it. It wasn't to her, but Holly sees it. Holly has it, passes it in to Elsa, and they just get a ball under. Man, the ref's hands are in his pockets. He is cold, so I think he's really not inclined to be calling any fouls. Here she is. She's driving down there. See her again. This is their play. You need to answer that, Joe. They've gotten like 5 goals with that play right there. They fast break. They have a player in what's the 1 position, and they score. And so she's bringing in Kelly Kurtzig, and she is pulling out, it looks like, Elsa and Tater Tot. So she's got the 18s in here right now. Folks, it is 5-9. There is some real distance here in the score. Diablo's superpower is fast breaks, clearly. Okay, here is Sylvie. A lot of pressure on her back, looking for a foul. Sylvie pops it in the play, looking for someone. And there's a kick out. Here's our 2nd kick out of the game. Let's see what we do with it. Sophie does not call a timeout. She doesn't call timeouts a lot. Here's Holly on top. Holly passes it over. There's a shot by A missed shot. Good shot, better break. And now we have another fast break. Here they go, feed it again, and watch, this girl's open on weak again. And the goal. This is every single time on fast break. And they get double digits. So Sophie is talking to them. We pop the ball in the play. It's Hannah Banana. Hannah gives it to Holly. Holly's looking around. Holly passes it over to Julia. Down to Sylvie. The whistles are confusing and the ball is stolen. I'm sorry, I couldn't see that the guy was calling. Here's a pass all the way over and a catch and fire too high. Nice try by Hannah Banana. She just got her a little bit too high in the fingertips. And now we are back again on counter. Diablo's looking for someone on weak. They decide to pass it back. This girl's passes it in and a beautiful shot and a great block by Bear, and she saves it from touching the lane line, because had it touched the lane line, it would have been a turnover. Bear passes it over, beautiful pass to Julia. Back to the middle, and there's a bar down goal by Hannah Banana. Gets her second goal of the game for Hannah Banana. Hannah Banana really drove down, earned that position, set it up, gets a bar down south goal, keeps us within spitting distance of this game. We really need to stop Diablo and get one more goal and enter into the half. You don't, the 5-goal or 4-goal lead into the half, it's a big difference in the 3-goal. Here's Diablo, one of their best players, number 2, has the ball. They feed it in nicely, and what a fight. There's gonna be a fight for the ball. Hungry Hippo, and SHAQ wins. And there's something's going on. Up. And he awarded it to Diablo. So Diablo got the ball in that fight. The ref's calling for the ball, saying let's set it up now. 1 minute left in the game, and it's a fresh 30 shot clock. Diablo's passing it around, no look passes. This number 2 is just kind of lethal. I think she has 6 of their goals, at least 5 of them. So it's 6-11. Five-goal lead, 55 seconds left. This could possession. And it would be really important to execute on this possession and then stop them from scoring to take a 4-goal deficit into the half. Here's Holly with the ball. Holly looks to Turner. She does. Holly goes around the backside, passes it in. This girl's getting help, and she gets kicked out. Great job by Hannah Banana. Draws the kick out. So we're going to set it up. Fresh shot clock. So there's 6 seconds difference. Holly passes it over. Here's Holly. Holly fives it in, and we get another shot clock. So we should we'll have the rest of the game, the half with the shot clock, and there should be about 10 seconds left in the kick out. Okay, pass over. That is Kelly. This is Holly. Sorry, that's Julia. That's Holly. And there is Kelly, draining seconds on the shot clock. This girl's going to come back in. They're even. We got to shoot now with the advantage. You got to shoot now or never. Or here's Holly, and Holly does. Kind of a lob shot. It's all we had. Low probability. 6 seconds left. Let's see if they tied. They're going 7-on-6. Let's see if she shoots it. And Bear blocks it. Okay. Well, not the end I was hoping for. It could have been worse. So we draw the 6-on-5. We weren't able to execute it. I don't think we executed on any of our 6-on or either of our 2 or 3. So anyway, hello, welcome from Campolindo High School. This is a huge facility, big powerhouse, part of the Hello, Andy. Good. If the game keeps up like it is, we'll be playing at either 5 or 6 o'clock tonight. So make sure if we don't pull this out, we'll be playing later tonight. So you'll have 3 games to watch today. And I have to decide which Bay Club to go to during the break. You can go to the Walnut Creek Bay Club, but it's really annoying because it's attached to a hotel, and the hotel guests get to go there, and it's just an absolute circus. It's just packed with people. So the better choice is Pleasanton Bay Club, but you got to go to Pleasanton, which is a long drive, but it's a pretty epic Bay Club. So these are the discussions I'll have to have with Holly and Hannah, assuming they're not going to resist and want to go shopping in downtown Walnut Creek. Maybe I could drop them off in Walnut Creek and just pinch my nose and go to the Walnut Creek Bay Club. I don't know. These are the kind of things we're going to have to discuss. Hopefully we won't have to discuss it. Hopefully Sophie can figure out how to adjust, deal with their counters, find some offense in set. I know we have it. Kelly's drawn 2 kickouts. We know we can do it. And put this game back into reach. Game back into play. The fun fact, though, is our girls will be shooting in this goal now, so we'll have some better action closer by. I see Elsa sprinting again, I think. Look how fast she is. She is so fast. And Diablo wins the possession. Diablo, I think, is based in Concord. I think they practice at De La Salle High School or the Carondelet High School. There's a pass in. Oh, wow. And, oh, that was a shot over, and Bear did a diving 2-hand save, but they gave the girl a 5-meter. And with just 15 seconds in the second half, Diablo's already drawn a 5-meter. I don't know who it was on. And here is Bear went to her right, all in on the right, and the girl went to the left. And so she was just playing the odds there. So Bear gets a great block, didn't count because it was a 5-meter, and now the score is 6-12. So Diablo has doubled the score. Here's Sam Riley with the ball. Sam gives it to Sophia. Back to Sam. Sam gives it to Tater Tot, who's gives it to Elsa, who was just double teamed. And now we're back on counter. And they're going to pass it into set, and she's got the distance, and she's going to draw 5-meter. Okay. I thought that was almost a guaranteed 5-meter, but our girls were double teaming her, keeping their hands up. And Bear sweeps away the ball. Here's a pass in and a miscue pass. And now it's a turnover, pass in the set over to Elsa. And there's a missed pass. So 2 missed passes. This, folks, is where it gets brutal. You sprint all the way down, turnover. Then you sprint all the way back, turnover. And now you're seeing it. It's just a little bit less starch in their stride here as they move down. Here's Tater Tot with the ball. Tater Tot pops it to herself. They're giving her space. They're double teaming Elsa. Nope, they pass it in. They pass it into Sabine, I think. Sabine's looking for a foul. She finally gets it. Sabine passes it in, and that's a turnover. So we have 3 turnovers in a row. And now we're going back. They clear it way over to the 6th position. She's gotten good pressure on her. And Bear's going to, and there's a 5-meter. A little too much pressure. I can't tell who that was on. So Bear is getting a lot of 5-meter action today, that's for sure. Let's see what she can do with this. And she This time she goes that way, but the girl places it nicely far left, and it is 6-13. Shout out to all my fans. I know I have some people listening from all over the place today. I believe I have folks from San Diego. Hopefully I have some people in North Carolina. I know they got a bunch of snow today, a big storm, bomb cyclone heading up the East Coast. Here's Kelly Kurtzig. Sylvie is looking for position. She's being covered nicely. They brings it over to Sylvie. Sylvie draws the ordinary foul. She's looking for someone to pass to. Kelly's driving. She passes it to Holly. Holly is trying her best to keep the ball. Holly passes it into Kelly Kurtzig, who gets the position in a little squirt pass. Kelly is just so fun to watch when she gets in that set position. She's got two girls. She'll do a quick turn of the ball to get inside water, and then she has a real snap of the wrist to find at the back of the net. And that was a great goal. It's now 7-13 SHAQ. Let's see if we can take advantage of that spark. Hannah Banana's in. Hannah has her hands up, pressuring her. We're giving this girl space, and she does a lob shot, goes high, Bear stays away, turnover. Bear's looking for someone to pass it to. Bear sends it nicely to Hannah Banana, who could have inside water if she wants it. She's gonna shoot. She's gonna shoot, and it's deflected. Field player goes out of bounds, turnover. 7-13. I think that shot was half a second too late. But those are the shots we're gonna have to take, and you risk the counter, and so now we're back on counter. They pass it way down, sloppy wet pass there. Sylvie's on her, pressuring her. And we get a, I don't know, the whistles are confusing, folks. There's a whistle in another game. Uh-oh, there's a nice pass out. Sophia's grandma from Eugene, Oregon. Hi, Nancy. It's a little confusing because there's a game right over here, and that ref, when we're both close to each other, the whistles can be confusing. In any event, we have this perpetual math thing going on where every time we score, Diablo teams to get double the score. And so that's there again. It's 7-14. And that's a turnover. And that's a double turnover. Another turnover. Hannah almost got it back, squirted it too fast. Now they're coming back on fast break, and we know this is Diablo's superpower. And this girl, number 2, do not leave her alone. And that was just a sloppy pass on her side. Holly intercepts it. So Holly was like a defensive back on that one. Here's a pass out to Kelly. Kelly's just asking for a foul, but she's not getting it. She passes it to Holly. The girl was on Holly's back. She finally gets an offensive foul. Holly's looking. Holly is passing it in nicely to Hannah Banana. Hannah Banana, Hannah Banana. Holly to Hannah Banana to the back of the net. Lock it in, folks. Holly was just waiting that whole time for Hannah to just get the right moment. And when Hannah gets the ball with the torque and all that power, and I think Hannah now has a hat trick. Back on defense, it's 8-14. Anything can happen. 2:25 left in the period. And that's a big, great pass on Diablo. Extended shot. Bear sees it coming, closes out the space, blocks it. And now we have a kick out. And let's see if Sophie wants to call a timeout. They get a kick out on their number 2. So they're one of their best players is out. Let's see if we can take advantage of this. Here's Sylvie. Sylvie shoots, and it's deflected nicely and goes off the right. So we decide to shoot quickly. Do not capitalize on that 6-on-5. I don't think we've converted one 6-on-5. And there is a foul on their offense. The goal doesn't count. I just got an update that the UCSB game is tied 4-4. So it looks like there's a good game going on for Holly's older sister. Here's a pass way out to Julia by Bear. Hannah Banana's there. Hannah Banana gets it. Hannah Banana is on fire. She gets the same number of goals as her number, and the score is 9-14, folks. Message, we may not be visiting Pleasanton Bay Club today after all. Let's just keep doing that. Put Hannah in set, make them fight for that position, feed it in, and she is finding the back of the net twice in a row now. Diablo's bringing it up. They do a hook shot, but Hannah just scoops it away. What's going on with Hannah Banana right now? Did she have some honey during the break? Here's a pass to Holly. Holly's looking for the ordinary foul. She's not getting it. Holly's looking for Sylvie at top. Sylvie is looking for someone. Julia's fighting for Kelly's fighting for position. Here's Hannah with the ball. They got a fight, and it was Julia was fighting for position, got pushed away from the ball, and it was one of those the ball went one way and the intended recipient went the other. Uh-oh, this is going to be a tough one right here. Nope, I thought that went out. I guess it didn't. New shot clock, and she's going to get another chance at it. And Bear says, you can have another chance, but I'm not going to give you the goal. Bear's having a heck of a good game, folks, if you take away all the 5 meters. The game's and we have a whistle on the other game. Bear's looking for someone to feed it into. She gives it to Holly. Holly's looking for the ordinary foul, but the refs are keeping their hands in their pockets because it's a little cold out here. Not East Coast bomb cyclone cold, but California cold, like 55 or 60. Holly finally draws it. 1 second, and she shoots, and it's just... Nope, that's got to let the ball go because it's a turnover. Holly probably shouldn't have shot that. And there's 3 seconds left in the half. And wait, they just call it. They call it the end of the period. The ref says that's good enough. He's saying run the clock out and end it. Well, I think we scored an equal amount of goals in that period. So that's the good news. It's 9-14. It's going to be a tough one. We'll see what we can do. Our next game's going to be at noon. That's plenty of time to go down to the Whole Foods in Lafayette. It's the go-to place. Get an yerba mate, sushi, and a lot of times I get the tomato soup. That's my go-to with some chocolate. Holly will usually go to the salad bar and give herself something nutritious. And Hannah will usually get like macaroni and cheese. She'll get like this everything. Oh, it's 5-5, the UCSB game. I know not all of you are following the UCSB, sorry, but I have my parents on and there's some grandparents and uncles on, so it looks like it's a good game against Concordia going on down in UC San Diego. Here we go, 4th period, folks. Let's see what we can do. Reminder, it's 9-14, 4th period. The loser of this game is guaranteed to play in the afternoon. The winner, if they win the next one, will not play in the afternoon. I don't have any problems with it. I don't mind more games. I think that's Elsa. Joe, is that Elsa sprinting? Who do you think it is? Okay, Sam. Or Tater Tot? Is it Tater Tot? Yeah, Tater Tot sprinted. Wow, that's a plot twist. I've never seen her sprint before. So Diablo wins the sprint. They're on offense. That's a nice... Sam had a great job there in set defense. There was going to be a catch and fire on their number 2, who we know has a cannon. She's not drawing the foul. She passes it in, and that's going to be a kick out. That was just a tough assignment right there for Sam. Reminder, Sam's on the 60U, and I think she's playing against a senior in high school, so it's just a tough assignment. Here's a pass to their weak. They don't want it. This girl's going to pass it again the weak, catch and fire, back of the net. Diablo is just lethal with that play. They have no problems shooting from the one position. A lot of times on 6-on-5, you'll see them shoot from the top or do a shot from set. So if they're shooting from there, you know they're getting good ball control. Now let's see what we can do. Here's Sam Riley with the ball. Sam gets the ordinary foul. She feeds it over to, sorry, I can't see this. And here's to Tater Tot, who does a backhand. Nice try. Goalie sees it coming, blocks it out. And now we're on the fast break. They have the position. Ooh, there's a nice pass all the way over with the girls going for position. She just turns the ball over. She tries to fight for position, and the ball squirts out of her hand, hits the lane line. So that's a turnover. And now let's see what kind of back energy we have. We have a lot of the 16-year girls here. Here's Sam. Sam passes it over, and it's a turnover. So now we're back again on defense. Scores 9-15 with 5:22 left in the fourth period. I have no update on the Gauchos game. This is going to be a 5-meter. 5-meter shot. It'd be fun to see Bear get a block here. That's Bear's mom in the SHAQ hat and Bear's dad with the backpack and the bright yellow shoes. And Bear blocks it. Bear gets the block, first of the game. And that could be what we need, folks. Art of the possible. Bear passes it in, and that might be a turnover, and that's a turnover. It's just a long pass. The Diablo fought for the position, and if you earn that position with the ball, you're going to get it. And there is another pass on counter to the one position, and a goal. Cross cage. I think that's what Diablo stands for in Spanish. It's counter weak cross court shot. And I think Sophie is now bringing back in the 18U girls. Let them finish off the game. Here's Holly with the ball. Holly gives it to Julia. Julia gives it to Sophia. I'm sorry, Sabine. Sabine, our lefty, shoots Sabine. Sabine cannot shoot now. Passes it over, and this is going to be a show. Holly was getting assaulted. She's looking for a foul, and she gets the foul. Holly came up out of the water saying that has to have been a foul, and Holly to Hannah Banana. The goalie blocks it, and it almost hits the lane line, which would have been a turnover. Here's Diablo. Diablo passing it over to the top of the... Holly is trying to block it, and that girl just threads the needle through all the field players in the right post with the English for it to go in. And it is now 9-2, more than 9. 9-2. A number that will effectively guarantee a game this afternoon. So for all you water polo fans, there'll be 3 games today. That's my expectation. It's a pass over to Julia. Hannah's fighting for position. Hannah's there. Holly's driving, double post set. Hannah Holly. There's a Sabine gets blocked. She's got to find someone. She gets it, and the ball goes over Holly's head, and it's a turnover. And now we have a fast break, and Bear gets it. So a very aggressive pass there by Diablo. Bear sees it coming out of the cage, gives it to Hannah Banana. She goes over Hannah's head, and Hannah's got to watch out for a frustration. She's holding her hands up. And now we have a fast break. Let's see what Bear is going to do here. We got a 1-on-none. She's going to shoot, and it goes cross cage under Bear. It is now 9-18, so Diablo really likes doubling our score. Here is Elsa with the ball. Elsa's getting pushed back, passes it to Holly. Holly decides to turn. She sees Sylvie. Hannah Banana's getting double teamed. Let's go. And there is a nice shot. That was Sophia, I think. Beautiful shot, really long arms. Was in the right place at the right time, made her presence known, got the ball, finds the back of the net, and now we get double digits. It's 10-18. Diablo is going to shoot right-hand side from the top. That's the consequence of having all these strong players on Diablo. You got to double team some people, and they find the right-hand side, no problem. It is now 10-19. Okay, Holly has the ball, gives it over to, I can't tell now, I can't see the number. Sorry. Ordinary foul. That's a kick out. Sophia draws the kick out. Sophia passes it, and we got a timeout. Sophie calls the first timeout of the year on a 6-on-5, by my recollection. Usually on 6-on-5, she makes them play through it, but not now. She's going to say, let's get a play going. Let's take advantage of this moment. Call a timeout, call a play. The game is probably not going to be able to be won at this point, but we can make this a learning opportunity. Not a long timeout, just putting them right back in. So let's see what she called. I see Sophia, Hannah Banana, Holly, Sylvie, Elsa, and Julia. Bear puts the ball on the play, gives it to Holly. Sophia brings it in. There's Hannah. Hannah gives it over to Julia. Julia gives it to Holly. Holly is going to give it back to Sylvie. Sylvie shoots, and good job on their defense. So clearly it was a play to try to find some open space. .150 left. Ooh, there's Holly, steals the ball. That's her second interception of the day. She squirts it down to Julia. Julia's looking for someone. She has her at weak. And Sophia could finish this off if she wants. Let's see if she can. And it's blocked, but look at the rebound, garbage goal. Almost rebound, ball under, get the ball. Good job by Diablo. Lots of action right there. 2-3 chances at that. Diablo plays the ball till the end, regains possession, and now they're passing it weak. Holly goes for fourth interception. It's not going to happen. There's a catch and fire. Top left of the net. I mean, those are just really hard to defend. And once again, they double our score, 10-20. We'll have a lot of substitutions now. It looks like the 16U girls coming back in. with some others. I may get Grandma Mary's chicken soup. Not sure yet. There's an ordinary foul. Feeds it in. And Tater Tot's going for it. She gets it. The ordinary foul. Passes it to Kelly. Kelly's dad right there filming. Here's Kelly. She can shoot, but she passes it to Tater Tot. There is no one in set right now. There is a fast shot, and we have a kick out at the last second because she did not let Tater Tot put it back into play. So we're going to get a 30-second shot clock, 20 on the pass. Here's Kelly, and Kelly does a catch and fire, far left. Does not go in. And the ref's asking for the ball. And there's 2 balls in the pool. That's why the ref's saying play that ball right there. And now we're back into play. About 30 seconds left in the game. Diablo's passing the ball around. And that's probably gonna just end the game. Oh, there's another ball. Okay, that's a ball from there. I don't know what's going on right now, folks. And there's a goal to end the game with 4 seconds left, 21-10. Here's Bear, see what she wants to do. End the game with a block. Okay, well, the next game's at noon. So let's see what Sophie does with a little post-game talk. And then we'll hit Whole Foods, and we'll be back at noon, so I'll probably fire up the live stream right around 11:50. Hopefully the next game is a different outcome. All right.